your funding, as you can see, once I've refreshed the lenders list, it's actually pre-populated all the fees and charges from the fees page and showing you the maximum borrowing capacity based on the values that have been put through. So again, for this client, it's showing you their first homeowners grant. They've put 80,000 down from their cash savings account. They did need 350,000 in security, but because they've put the 80,000 down on there, you can see that now their actual amount they require to loan or borrow is 264,501. Now again, if you wanted to actually borrow the 350 as well as adding the 80,000, you need to override your values, and you can do so by clicking on the override values box at the top, or wherever the necessary boxes you're trying to select. So for example, if it was a change to the fees and charges section, you would actually need to override the top section here, change the figures in the open brackets and recalculate. If it was, for example, that you did need the 350, as I just said, you need to tick this override values box, change the amount and then recalculate. Again, you'd need to refer back to your fees and also double check your Maxcap page. Now in your fees section, again, it's generated all of the fees associated with the loan based on the criteria and the fact that you've either said yes to first homeowners or not. Obviously you've got your notes there if you're not sure what those charges or fees or are for, or what they're there for. You can actually read what that means. And again, what we have done is given you this assessment based on the average LMI. You can click on the drop down option and make it more specific to a particular lender. You just need to select the lender of your choice and again recalculate. So the funding page that I was just on has pulled through the fees and charges from your fees page, and again it's giving you all of how much can I afford and how much can I get. That's based on the highest lender's borrowing capacity, and obviously it's giving you your LVR amount. Now in your Maxcap page itself, there's a various amount of icons. So the first thing I'm going to show you is if you wanted, and this is again for our Australian clients, if you wanted to use the product-based assessment rate, you've got the drop-down option just here. Again, if you do select the product-based assessment rate, you do need to refresh your lenders list. And what this will do is, next to various lenders in the Maxcap screen, you'll see a green arrow or a twisty. Now when you click on that twisty, it will drop down to reveal all of their products. So I'm just going to click on Westpac now, and as you can see, it's showing me all of their products available. If I wanted to filter those products, I didn't want to see all of them, next to where you change the product-based assessment rate option, you've got a product type box with a drop-down option. This is where you can filter to whatever product you want. You can make more than one selection. I'm just going to filter it to 3-year fixed and click OK. Again, I'm just going to refresh those lenders lists to make any changes be a part of that equation. Now when I go back to Westpac, what you should see, as well as all the other lenders, is that those products have been filtered to my selection. Yep, and as you can see, only the 3-year fixed products have been pulled through for those lenders, and the Maxcap has incorporated those as well. Next to all of the lenders, you'll see a calculator icon, and if you click on any of those, it will take you through to that lender's serviceability worksheet. This will tell you how the lender has come up with the outcome that it has, and all you need to do is scroll down to have a look at the necessary requirements or pre-populated areas. You can print this option by clicking on the print button, or you can just close it down. The other icons I wish to show you is the pencil icon. The pencil icons are there for you to make any changes to the assessment rate. If you've been given a discounted assessment rate, or you just want to amend it for any particular reason, you can do so, and all you need to do is delete the value and replace it and click OK. Again, just make sure you refresh and you recalculate to make sure that it has been incorporated into your Maxcap. The other thing that you'll see available to you is actually the folders next to all of the lenders at the end of their column. Now by clicking on these folders, you will be taken to that one particular lender's products, and what you're able then to do is double click on the products individually, and it will show you key criteria. So things like their product features, technical features, loan fees, and other interest rates. Now we do maintain this information to the utmost best, and we do guarantee our products, as you do know, and we do have a panel A lender. If you do need information or more clarification around those things, please again let me know. I'm happy to outline, what they mean and what that means for you as a broker. Any inquiries or problems or any feedback that you wish to give us about any of the products, you can actually click on the green apples next to any of the products. But this just takes you through to the lender's products, and you're able to then also compare by clicking and highlighting the ones you wish to compare, and it takes you through to the compare products page as you normally would by clicking on the products tab within iLend. So everything's interlinked. It all takes you through nicely as a flow to kind of the next kind of few steps ahead. But again, I'll take you back to the Maxcap page. Now, for those who do have the component of adding clients into the database, when you do create your loan scenario, if you've not done that before, you are able to actually add your loan. What that will mean is that you generate a loan number, you tell the system what lender you're putting the loan with, and you select their products from their lenders list. Now, if you've already done that comparative process within the Maxcap, you can actually click on the blue plus money symbol next to all of the lenders available, and as long as you've entered the client into the database, you can actually add your line from this page. It will give you an error message or a message if you've selected a different lender that it's already with, if you're just trying to have a look. But again, it will actually allow you to do that action from this page if you need to do so. The other things to show you in this section is actually your save, print and send options. So at the top we've given you some save as and print options, and they consist of being able to save your Maxcap as a PDF, landscape or portrait option, saving your Maxcap to your actual client's loan scenario. Again, with that, it's a big tip for your NCCP requirements and having everything that you've done captured within iLend and actually within that client record, rather than having separate folders on your desktop, trying to maintain those and double clicking through various folders to get to the one bit of information that you need quickly. iLend will allow you to have one key source of information for that client record in one key area, and also it does mean that should you go down the route or have any audits, that you can actually just give them that one record on your iLend database rather than traipsing through paperwork or folders on your desktop. It also then gives you true date and time of the actions that you've done for the client, and things like your comparisons and your Maxcap. It will just show you that you've gone those extra steps and those, you've done those little extra milestones for your client. So this is a really big tick for those types of requirements that we're now finding that we need. Print options, again, you can print your Maxcap as a landscape or portrait option, but you can also save your fees as a Word or PDF. Clients do like to see now their fees associated with their loans, and to show that you've actually captured that for them is another great big tick. You can actually save it as a Word document or PDF. Now the Word document, obviously you can tweak and you can take out any irrelevant information. There's usually a lot of features and other various information that just isn't necessary to showcase, but again, the option's there for you to choose which one you want. Now if you click on the send option, you can actually send your client directly from iLend their fees page, which is just this section here outlining all the fees associated with the loan, and obviously your Maxcap showing them what lenders were actually qualifying them. There might be occasions where your client says, oh look, I've actually been told that CBA has the better rate for me, blah blah blah, and you can then show them a Maxcap to say, look, based on all of your criteria I've put in, this is the top 5 or the top 3. It just allows you to have that ownership of the product information that you're sending out. Again, having that email functionality within iLend also allows you to have that email saved under that actual client record as a history, capturing the date and time, the real date and time that you've actually sent those things out. Again, tracking every step that you've done, not necessarily relying on your post-it notes, your paper files or whatever else. It's all there in one section. If you are interested in adding extra components such as your customers to Ireland, please give me a call and I'm happy to go through and do a bit of analysis based on your requirements and the structure that you're trying to build for your business ongoing. There's various options and assistance that we're happy to help you with. Now, if you're happy with all of that, you can simply save and close. This will then take you back to the previous tab that you were within. So if there's any questions, please obviously I'm happy for you to ask them now. Otherwise, if you do require any other additional training requirements, or you're wanting more information about the training options that we do have, whether that's customized training for that more specific area of the system that you're maybe having troubles with or not sure on how to use to its fullest, or whether or not you're wanting some kind of group update, a refresher course or an intro course, there's various things that we can offer you, and I'm happy to discuss those in more depth with you. So please send me an inquiry now or email me directly and I'll get back to you today. Now, this webinar session has been recorded, so for those who have experienced a little bit of interference with background noise or microphones making strange noises, this webinar session has been recorded and I will be sending you the link via email. So we'd be happy for any feedback that any of you have had. Again, this is our first webinar session, so I'm happy that it's gone without too much of a glitch. But again, any feedback will be highly appreciated, and we look forward to seeing you in our future webinar sessions. Thank you and goodbye.